Okay, welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of your favorite weekly podcast that is never up when it's supposed to be up.
Because we
Because
make bad
we
decisions each
make
day and
bad
late,
choices and we don't get up on time.
or go to bed on time.
Yeah, and I have to call Alex and be like, dude, get up. We need to do this. And he's
But
like,
but
no.
but, but now we're here.
We're here.
You
We
know,
are 1 hour late of upload time to recording
yeah.
this, so that's good.
So it's gonna
Always
be
good.
even later now.
And we had pretty good results on our straw poll this week. So thank you to all of you that voted.
That
Uh
actually voted,
yeah,
unlike the 20,000 people in Grand Haven informed that did not vote.
but I mean,
Not like we were
whatever.
expecting 20,000 votes on it, but
But I mean, 21 is pretty all right.
a guy can dream.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, yeah.
So you guys wanted us to talk about sex ed and why it's important because it really is, and a lot of people don't know this, but sex ed currently is not mandated in the state of Michigan.
What?
There's yeah, there's no requirement to have any form of sexual education in order to graduate, and most schools in Michigan do not require sexual education to graduate from high school. Schools, however, are required to give some course about STDs or STIs, or um, at least offer some form of education to that, whether that be an elective course or just given in some other form. I think we had like
Well, Grand Haven has the health. It's just called health, isn't it?
yeah, they have that now. It's a high school
Yeah,
class that I don't know. I
and
think you have to take it. I'm not sure.
no,
I'd have to
I
ask my
didn't
sister.
take it. I did
Well,
not take health
I know
in
we
high
didn't
school.
take it. My
But
sister's in it currently,
Grand Haven High School also has a women's health class, and
which we
I think
also didn't take. Didn't classify for
yeah.
that one,
Let's
believe it or
clarify.
not.
We also did not take women's health. Um, but I believe they talk about like abstinence and STDs. I know for a fact they talk about STDs because one of my teachers made a point to talk about it because they taught the class. And yeah,
Hopefully they talk about contraception and birth control and stuff like that too.
yeah, I'm
Very important.
assuming it's a good conversation about all that. But going on your point just about Michigan, but about the whole country, only 22 states mandate sexual education, and only 13 require the information to be, medically accurate,
Which is
which is
pretty much ridiculous and just
which is
about the
not
stupidest thing
good.
I've ever heard.
I mean,
I never had sex ed. I never received any form of sexual education other than like the first video that you watch in fifth grade, where you're so young that you understand like what genitalia is, and that's literally it. They explain to you like what puberty is gonna be like, and they're like, yeah, you have a penis, congrats. Puberty is gonna be happening soon, so expect some changes, and that's like it. That's all I got. I never had any form of comprehensive sexual education at all in high school or in middle school, which is really not good. Okay, guys. I just lost like 8 minutes or so of the podcast that we just recorded due to Fraps being horrible and corrupting all of my files. It decided that it would be a good idea to split up our 20-minute podcast into almost 400 audio files, and they weren't long enough to be used. So they all got corrupted and they all had to get deleted. So I just deleted like 350 audio clips that lasted like 0 seconds, which is really a problem. So a ton of our information just got cut out, and obviously I can't find what we talked about in the recording because it's gone. So it cut off somewhere, and me saying, "Oh yeah, that's not good at all," talking about how I never got any sexual education, and it's gonna pick up again when we start talking about teen pregnancy at our high school and that sort of thing. But it's gonna leave out a ton of the statistics, so um, That's not good. Obviously, we don't want that. The statistics are really important. So we were just talking about how like 50% of people who receive sexual education, were less likely to be pregnant than people who didn't receive it, and just all this crazy stuff, and it's all gone, and I'm really mad about it. And I don't know how to get it back because it's done, and Fraps is being stupid. So
Yeah, it'll definitely be easier when we're actually together for a few weeks of the podcast and we can record a few and get them out of the way.
yeah, and this is it's a mess. I'm sorry, so it's gonna be really weird and choppy, and I'm disappointed. But I don't want to sit down and re-record like another 30-minute podcast because it's gonna not be up in time before I have to leave tonight. So I'm hoping this isn't choppy, and if it is, I'm gonna have to just go with what we have.
So, the part that's gone is probably about how teen pregnancy rates are higher in states with abstinence-only education mandates, right?
Yeah, and just about how it's, like I said, not required in Michigan. It's there's no form of like that's
No, that
required
was
for
right at the
graduation.
beginning.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's right at
prefaced
the
a lot of what we were talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, this stat from this website is in Mississippi, 55 out of every 1,000 teen girls give birth. And compare that to New Hampshire, and they have comprehensive and medically accurate sex education and have just 16 births out of every 1,000 teens.
This is a lot different. It's crazy. It just proves that sexual education is a must. It should be required. People just need to learn that
40 people or 40 girls having babies doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean that's a lot of.
It's a lot of babies up for adoption.
If all of them are going up for adoption, or it's, I mean, 40 babies that are like also in schools and just like, I mean, a lot of the girls who are pregnant in high school also get bullied. I think there is a stat on this website that said there is like 80% of girls that are pregnant as teens are bullied.
I understand. I totally believe that. That even if there was a girl at our pregnant that was our school, like you said, it'll be talked about in the right after this part. It's literally what leads into next, the part that somehow got us saved. Yeah, like they would just not come to school anymore because they didn't want people to like look at them weird or talk to them about it or anything like that. So it's just not good.
Well, I mean, you just walk down the hallway, and if you see a pregnant girl and you're a sophomore in high school, you're like, holy crap, like that's
whoa.
crazy. Yeah. I mean, I even caught myself a few times, like with some of the girls that were pregnant at our school, walking down the hallway and seeing them and just being like, wow, I didn't know she was pregnant. And then, I don't remember if I possibly thought different at the time about
that person,
because of because of like the state that they're in currently. But I don't know. I mean, bullying is a huge thing nowadays, especially, I mean, I know Grand Haven has done a lot to try and prevent it. But we also have had 4 suicides at our school. I don't think that's the school's fault at all. A lot of people blame the school. I don't think that's the school's fault, but
something's got to change.
Yeah, definitely.
People need to learn how to be decent people.
Yeah, I mean, people got to look out for each other. I mean, we're not gonna last forever obviously we're not gonna last forever on the earth, but because we're killing it slowly.
For sure.
But that's another discussion about environmental issues that we may or may not have at some point.
Wow, nice plug for our future podcast, dude. We out here.
You're welcome, dude.
Anyways, I'm hoping this doesn't get messed up, and if it does, then
we'll see you again.
If not, like I might have to just upload what we have of this podcast and just bag everything else, and it's gonna be really bad, and I'm sorry. But
maybe we'll record it again at some other time, like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with my recording software right now and why it doesn't want to work super great, but I'm hoping this will work better. Anyways, it's going to cut right now back into our discussion that did get saved somehow and worked for some reason. Anyways, sorry about that. Sorry this video is going to suck a lot, and sorry that it's going to be like probably 3.5 hours later than normal. We're really good at this, dude.
It'll get better.
At some point, yeah, stick with it. And we're going to stick
Yay.
with it too. It's going to
Time
work.
schedules.
Woo! Anyways, thanks for watching. Enjoy the last 10 minutes. Thanks, bye. I don't want to say any names because that'd be weird. But like we've seen it a couple times, and
Yeah.
whenever somebody in our school gets pregnant, it's a huge deal.
It's a really big deal.
Because like
It spreads like wildfire.
it's a small town, or not a whole lot exciting happens. So like when something like somebody's getting pregnant happens, everybody knows. There's no hiding it. There's not a secret. But in areas surrounding us, like my mom teaches in Holland and my dad teaches in Muskegon, and my mom will tell me like, yeah, I have a student today and she's at least 6 months pregnant. And my mom teaches middle schoolers.
Mhm.
So when my mom tells me there's a girl in her class that's 6 months pregnant and she's 14 years old,
Wow.
that
That's scary.
that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, I think I had my first girlfriend at 14. I was like scared to hug her, dude. I was like, I don't know how to do
Hold
this,
their
dude.
hand, man. And there's
Yeah.
kids out there having sex now and like
yeah,
actually
and
pregnant.
getting ready to give birth to a child at like 15 years old.
Yeah.
That can ruin someone's life.
And I mean, it's pretty safe to say that I think if the kids learned sexual education, they would have been smarter, you know. But
For
like,
sure.
I saw a stat from this website called Bustle.com that said like a lot of the states that actually teach sex education like outlaw like the teacher to like demonstrate like putting a condom on like a fruit or of some sort, which kind of sucks, honestly. Like,
I've read so many statistics about condom use and condom purchasing being statistically lower than any other time in history,
yeah,
which is so stupid. You can go on a website or like to like a health center and they'll literally deliver like 30 condoms to your house. You don't even have to go outside. But I mean,
Like-
if kids aren't taught that it's important to use a form of protection or a form of birth control, then they're not gonna.
yeah. I mean, I remember in high school I don't remember if it was at an assembly or something like that, but they always like urged us that if we were ever going to like be sexually active in high school, that we needed to like the health place across the street. I don't remember what it was called.
I don't know. It's not open anymore. They closed it down or moved it or
Yeah,
something.
they had like free condoms out all the time, I
Yeah, you can just
believe,
go
and
get 'em.
I don't know if anybody ever went and used them.
I don't know a single person that actually got a condom from the health center across the street at our high school, like while it was still there,
Yeah, I don't either.
which is sad.
But one thing I kind of want to compare sexual education to like getting your driver's license.
Okay.
Such as you don't get, you're not allowed to drive. Your parents won't trust you with their car, or you won't get your driver's license until the state feels like you're physically able to drive a car and be safe with it.
Right.
Why is that so much different for sexual education? Like,
Well,
you
no
should
one's gonna die if you don't know how to. Well, they might, but
well,
it'd be a little bit harder to die if you didn't know sexual education, unless you got a very serious sexually transmitted disease, something like AIDS. That would kill you, probably, but not as fast as if you were to crash your car. But I understand the preface of what you're saying here. You can ruin your life not knowing how to drive a car just as fast as you can not having quality sexual education.
it's kind of about confidence. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess you got to build up a lot of confidence to drive a car, and you you got to build up a lot of confidence to like go out and have sex, I guess. But I don't know, kids aren't. You just they aren't being taught and they aren't being safe, and it's just like something we need to change.
Yeah, teen pregnancy is a real big problem. Um, and with teen pregnancy, a lot of times, obviously, the mom doesn't want to keep the child. If she's young, she doesn't have any way to support the child. It's just going to bring her down in life. She'll abort the child or put it up for adoption. I don't really want to talk about our personal beliefs on abortion because
Yeah, let's
that's
not
another
get into that.
that's another big mess. But when it comes to adoption, adopting a child is extremely difficult. It's thousands and thousands of dollars. Um, very expensive. There's not a whole lot of great adoption clinics or orphanages or anything. So I guess our message to you today, if you're a teen in the ages of 15 and 19, and don't know about sexual education, one,
Don't go on the internet.
don't listen to the internet. Two, just don't do it. Like, just wait until you're like smarter and understand like consequences of things like that.
Yeah, you don't have to wait till marriage. Just be smart about it.
Yeah,
Like,
just don't.
know the consequences. Know what you can do to prevent pregnancy.
Just. I feel like we could end the podcast the same way every time by just saying the words. Just educate yourself, man. Like, it's not hard to go out and talk to somebody. Like, it doesn't have to be your parents because nobody wants to talk to their parents about sex. That's weird. Like, some other adult that you are confident talking to or comfortable with. Everybody's got somebody. Just be like, hey,
Hey.
I'm considering being sexually active. What should I do? And no kid ever wants to do that. But like,
Yeah, but there's tons of people you can talk to. I mean, especially I know at our school we have tons of counselors you can talk to. You know, there a teacher you trust can always help you. A counselor, I don't know, like I don't know if you want to talk to someone in your family because
yeah,
that might be kind of weird.
that would be a little weird. But
But
just talk to somebody. Just
get educated.
get educated, man. We don't want a bunch of babies
we don't want
up,
no
dude.
baby. We don't want no.
We already have too many people on this planet. We don't need more. Like,
We don't want a one baby thing like China.
yeah, don't do that to us.
This is on you guys.
Future's in your hands, America.
Futures, yeah.
Let's not have any
Yeah.
more unwanted pregnancies. Ugh.
Good time.
All right.
All right.
Thanks
I think
for-
that about do it.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah.
make another 40-minute podcast like last time. Last time I was talking with Alex and he's like, "Yeah, what was that, like 25 minutes?" I was like, "Yeah, I was like 43," and he's like,
20.
"What?"
What?
So we're gonna try and keep this one a little bit shorter for you guys, make it a little more interesting.
Set a little bit of a reminder. So
We wouldn't.
think that's gonna about do it for us.
Anyways,
You're
thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any suggestions about the website that I make or work on, please shoot me a message on Facebook. I would love to have more feedback on how I can change the website and make it more appealing, make it easier to look at. Once again, if you have suggestions for the podcast, please let us know. This coming weekend, we should be able to do the podcast together. Like, we can actually
Yeah.
be in the same location.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do something stupid. Maybe we'll record, like, a video feed of us doing something.
Of us actually talking.
Yeah. Maybe we can buy some hot peppers and make bad choices.
Oh God, dude. Hopefully my lip will be healed by then.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Alex may mess his lip up pretty good.
I made a bad choice with my water bottle and fucked my top messed my top lip.
Oh,
up,
no,
so.
messed it up.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
Yeah,
It's not really.
his
Alright,
top
we're
lip
good.
is pretty messed up right now. It's
Yeah.
nice and poofy. I like it.
Gross.
It looks really funny though.
Gross, dude.
Anyways, thank you
All
guys
right.
so much for tuning in. The podcast will be up on the website. Should be up
Yeah,
Monday or Tuesday. The link will be
we should
there.
have another straw poll
The
up.
straw poll will be up probably Tuesday or Thursday, whenever I come up with new ideas and decide
Yeah.
what to
Also,
put
if
on
you
there.
have any suggestions for future topics, definitely let us know. I mean, you can contact us. I'm sure most of you guys are friends with us on Facebook.
If you're not,
Um,
shoot me a message on YouTube. I don't know how you would have found us, but congratulations, thank you. Um,
they can find us from our first video that's linked to us on the website,
true, yeah. Um,
or just comment on one of the videos.
yeah, that'd be awesome
And
too. Just any way that you can get a hold of us and give us some feedback. Let us know what you want to see from us. Let us know what we can do better. That'd be awesome. But thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I've been Zach,
I'm Alex.
and we'll see you guys next week.